Welcome back to You Can Beatbox. Before we even start learning today's sound, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that would help out the channel tremendously. Thanks. Today, in what I imagine is one of the longest overdue tutorials that I have on my list, is the basic rimshot, which we'll be learning. It sounds a little bit like... Before you click away from this video because you might already know the sound, please do continue watching because there might be a tip or trick that can help you with overall beatboxing and breath control. The way that I do the rimshot is as a variation of the inward K snare, but without using my lungs or breathing in. Let's begin. Well, if you've seen a few beatboxing tutorials, you've probably learned and understand the concept that you can create a new sound by taking a sound that uses lung power and recreate it just using your mouth muscles. A perfect example of this is the basic bass drum sound that we learned way back in the first tutorial. You can do it with lung power or just using your mouth muscles. Another good example is the basic PF snare. You can do it with lung power or just using your mouth muscles. But if you guys don't know how to do the PF snare without breathing, I'll do another tutorial on that soon. Besides for a change to the sound itself, there's another really big benefit to not using lung power. You can hum, do bass, or other sounds in the background without interrupting your airflow. Songs like Drop It Like It's Hot, which sounds good when you only use mouth muscles to make the versus a bad example where it's a little bit choppier when you use air from your lungs. Like many things, it's all about trade-offs. But now onto the actual rimshot, here's how you do it. First, for the technique that I'm teaching, you have to be able to do the inward K snare. If you don't know how to do that sound, pause this video, check out tutorial number 3, there's a link in the description down below. For a 5-second recap, tip of the tongue onto the roof of your mouth, build up pressure behind your tongue, and suck air past the sides of your tongue, which translates to... To shift over to the rimshot from the inward K snare, make the inward K snare without sucking in air using your lungs. There are a few ways to get at this. The foundation of the rimshot is creating a little bit of a vacuum in the back of your throat, behind your tongue. You do this not by breathing, but just changing the positioning of your throat, and that way you build up pressure to do the snare without breathing in. You might notice that when you put your tongue in the right position for the inward K snare and then release it without breathing in, there's a little bit of a click sound just by bringing your tongue down from the roof of your mouth. That is the basis of the rimshot. So, another way of doing this is putting your tongue in the right position and try to make a swallowing sound very, very carefully. Be careful not to swallow your tongue, but this concept should be a good way of getting you the basis of the rimshot. Something like... So the key, like most beatboxing sounds, build up pressure and release. That was a bit of a long explanation and I hope it made sense, but leave comments down below if you have any questions. For the sake of completion, I'll include 2 practice beats, but keep in mind that since the rimshot is just a snare, it can replace any snare. And here is the first practice beat. And here's the second practice beat. Definitely subscribe to the channel for more tutorials, beatboxing, and YouTube content. And please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed learning this sound. Thanks for watching this episode of You Can Beatbox. Next time we'll be learning the BMG snare.